Oh, this is Kartalk with Krutch. On today's episode, I got the Nu Jerzey Devil. He jumped in the car with me so we can chop it up about a couple of things. It's Kartalk with Krutch, man. Let's go. Let me paint the picture for you. It's the R to the SA. I made a living on the highway. Like Frank, I did it my way. I put it on like a fly day. Been a long shot like Curry or the parlay. Now I got them all smoking puppies down PA. All I need is a rental in a throwaway. I called cousin Donnie, he said the pain will go away. Hey, he's 88, so I'ma need a Dutch. I'ma keep it OG, this is Kartalk with Krutch. Oh, this is Kartalk with Krutch. I got a very, very special guest who decided to jump in the car with me today and talk about all the exclusive, legendary shit that went on in his career. I really don't like introducing the guests too much. I like the guests introducing themselves. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get him to get in this car and we're gonna get this thing started. I'm gonna tell you what though, he's traveled this world. When I tell you the world, all over the place. He has been a big part of Game's career. He is an artist, producer, and actor. Let me say that one more time. He's an artist, producer, and actor. King of Newark. Tubi is on his way. Get ready. I got the Nu Jerzey Devil in the motherfucking car with me. He got a new podcast that he's about to drop called Life Be Lifin'. And I got my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my guy.
I need no introduction.
I got my guy in the car with me today. Oh man. First off, yeah, please. First off, for all the people out there that don't know, me and Jerez have known each other for 20 plus years without an exact number on it.
Decades and decades.
Yeah, it's been 20 plus. So, you know, I told y'all when I was doing the CarCast that I was gonna make it my business to get all my people on here, everybody that I had good relationships with, everybody that we did good business with. Me and Jerez have done so much, so it was only right that we get him to jump in the car. He got so much going on. We got to get to 48 blocks. We got to get the Livelihood Films. We got to get to Jerez, the producer, artist, and actor. We also got to get to Life Be Lifin'. So there's a whole bunch to get to. You know what I'm saying? So first, man, tell me how you doing.
I'm great, man. You know what I mean? I'm in a good position in life right now. I'm feeling free, you know. New situations, new blessings, new opportunities, man. Always
a blessing when those are in place.
Facts, you know what I mean? Life be lifing, but like I tell people, man, that don't mean it's a bad thing, you know what I mean?
sometimes it could take some really strange turns.
Oh yeah, know what I mean? And
sometimes it could take some strange turns.
And I say that to say my life was lifing.
Right.
But then it turned my life into a whole positive vibe and put me in a better position that I was in mentally. You know, spiritually, you know, my focus is different, you know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta fall to get back up and you know what I mean, to get to a higher ground.
Yes, that is absolutely true. I actually, you know, cause I follow you on the gram, obviously, and I saw in your notes one day, Life Be Lifin', and I thought about you, and when I saw it, I thought, this was before I knew about the podcast, so I saw it and I was like, damn. Cause I know better than anybody, you know what I mean? When I see something like that, cause I be telling people like, yo, life be lifing for real. So when I saw it, I was like, damn. And then I got a chance to talk to you, and then you know I saw the podcast preview and
you
everything.
Ain't the only one. Because
so that was crazy, you know what I mean?
I got a real close homie, shout out my boy Mike Storm. I had put that on the little notes thing.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me like, yo, bro, I love you, my nigga.
Everything good? Like, yo.
Yeah, I said, I ain't want to speak on it, you know what I mean? I just said, yo, I appreciate it, my nigga, like you too, whatever. And I just left it at that because I wanted people to think that. You know what I'm saying? But it was...
Nah, that was very clever.
Yeah.
That was very clever.
And then when I dropped it, it was like, oh, that's what he was talking about.
So now, that's why when I say now, when I think back on it, I'm like, oh, that was a shameless plug. But he did it the right way, though.
Facts, man. You know?
Oh, man. So... you from the Bronx, raised in the Bronx. Born in the Bronx? How does this work?
Yeah, I'm a chameleon. I'm from uptown, downtown. Nah, but no, because there's a lot of confusion. So I was born in the Bronx.
You born in the Bronx? Okay.
I left the Bronx when I was about 5 years old. I moved to Jersey.
Okay.
My dad and my mom was going through it, whatever. We went down to Jersey to the casinos. My dad got a casino job. So that's when we went down there. My mom too, and everybody kind of hopped on the casino wave. And once you got a casino job, a lot of people don't know you get stuck there because it's a good job, you know what I'm saying? But they give you all the benefits and all that, and it keeps you locked in. But then you just stuck right wherever you at. So I never really want to be a part of it. But anyway, long story short.
So you went from the Bronx to Atlantic City?
To Atlantic City.
Okay.
Then went back to the Bronx.
Okay.
Then went back to Jersey.
And back to Jersey.
And then went to Vegas for 4 years. A lot of people don't even know. From I think 11 to 13 or 14 or something like that. I was in Vegas for a little while.
Wow.
I almost got killed out there as a kid. And my mom sent me back to Jersey. I went to high school my first year in Jersey. Got left back, got in trouble again. Sent me back to the Bronx to my grandma's house. Got straight A's, had to prove a point. I was like, I'm not tripping, I'm not a dumb nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? So I went there, I got the straight A's. It was only me and this little Chinese girl that got honor roll in the whole. I went to Fordham in the Bronx. So me and this only Chinese little girl, the only people to get a honor roll. So they took me and her to Rockefeller Center, to a steakhouse, whatever steakhouse was down there at the time. And they told me they was picking us in the limo and all that. So I was bragging on everybody in front of the building, like, yo, they about to come get me the limo, nigga, you know what I mean? They came in the SC400. When he pulled up, I said, nigga, hey, nigga, they picking me up for something. Anyway, went over there, and then I found a weed connect again in New York, and this is the chocolate tide days this is when you smell the bag, you smell like it. So I was taking the Nick bags from New York, from the Bronx, catching the casino bus back to Jersey on the weekends, going to Texas Park, where where all my peoples is from, and selling the Knicks for dimes, coming back on Sunday. To the point where I was just like, you know what, I'm making too much bread doing this, let me just do this full time. And ended up just staying down there longer, and then from there is when I met my boy Rodney Jerkins. I got signed to Rodney Jerkins, and he took me to LA. And then I was about 20 at the time, and that's when I met Game.
So when you meet Rodney Jerkins and sign with him, he's signing you as a producer, or is he signing you as an artist at this time?
He signed me as a producer.
As a producer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I knew. And mind you, at the time, if you know Rodney Jerkins, he's just an R&B
right,
producer.
Absolutely.
So I was more.
That was a twist.
Yeah.
That was a twist for him to have somebody like you, and he probably was looking at it because, I mean, me and you worked together, a long time ago, so I know what kind of beats you have. He probably was looking at it like a really interesting twist for him to add. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it was stuff that he don't do at all. At all. Yeah.
And that's what I thought. But when I got there,
it didn't pan out like that.
No, because I was like dark child of the streets. I was bringing that whole vibe. Right. I was my mentality, but I was doing everything but hip hop when I was dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like my first placement was with A. Marie on the Honey soundtrack. I did that with him, and I did that was my first probably professional producing with. He just took me to a whole world. We were scoring the movie Honey. So we basically did from top to bottom the whole movie. And I'm over here doing my little beats and all that, not knowing the game, not knowing nothing. And he's doing whatever I'm doing. He adding his splash on it, but he's.
Yeah, I've been around producers that have sent bigger producers at the time beats, and they'll basically add a drum, one violin, and put their thing on the front, and then it's their beat.
Right.
And you get very small. You get a couple of pennies, and they get the big check. So I know about that.
But I never complained because it was opportunities that I never had, and it was bringing me in places that I've never been, like LA.
Right.
I'm from New York, Jersey. Like never in my life would I think I'd be living in Beverly Hills, driving this man's Bentley or Naj and all that, living and having a studio on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And to me, I made it. Even though I ain't had no money, I had all the little assets too. And I looked the part. Everybody at the crib was like, "Oh, he on." You know what I'm saying? Little they know, I'm always still struggling, but I'm soaking up game. I'm learning. He put my mind right as far as how to move into this industry and really how to not be a beat maker, but be a producer. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I took over. Shout out to my boy Fabian Marashulo, which is the one that, if you Google him, huge engineer. He was Rodney's engineer at the time, and I don't know, for whatever reason, Rodney let him go and slid me in his spot, and I was kind of like weirded out because he taught me how to do Pro Tools and engineering in the game. So I feel like, Rodney kind of took the cheaper route. Like, I pay you, you already here,
right?
But whatever.
He taught you, like, you know how to do it.
Yeah, so I slid in there, and me engineering for all these people, it was, I mean, if you know Rodney Jerkins' catalog, you know who he worked with. I was engineering all those sessions. So that taught me, vocal coaching. Taught me
I was about to say,
my ear.
You probably learned a lot just from being in that spot right
Not
there.
even knowing.
Not knowing all this experience, what it was going to do for you later on.
Some Daniel Son, Mr. Miyagi shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had no idea I was learning all this.
Absolutely.
And when I got a little older, even though, you know what I mean, things ain't panning out the way I wanted to with Rodney. I mean, now we cool and all that, but I wish I would have got a little higher with him, but I learned a lot, and that's priceless.
Nah, that's definitely priceless.
So I give him praise for that all day long, and that's just something that you can't pay for. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking about places you've been and where the experience has taken you, right? Before you got in, I was saying that you've traveled around this whole world. And I personally think that we should start calling you International Jerez. I know that, you know what I mean, like East Coast, and you've done West Coast, and you've done a lot of coasts. So
down south, everywhere.
You've done a lot. I've over the 20 years of knowing you, I've spoken to you randomly so many different times, and you've been in Miami, you've been in LA, you've been in Orlando,
Vegas,
Atlantic City,
AC,
Vegas,
New York, everywhere, man.
You've been to a couple of places, but tell me about some of the countries that you've been to, and while you're at it, how about you tell me one of the craziest things that ever happened when you went out on tour in one of these crazy countries? I mean, because you've been on some world tours with Game, right?
Facts.
Okay.
10,
I'm sure a bunch of them.
I'm on my 5th passport.
God bless. God bless. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. International. They need to make an unlimited passport where you don't even got to get it stamped no more. But tell me about one of these trips where something got crazy, respectively.
All right. Well, I got one for you. So this time we was over, we was on tour. We was hitting different countries up. This specific time we went to Africa, and Angola to be specific. And it was just a one-off show that we did. Somebody set up a show for us. So during our little travels, the Game was like, all right, we're gonna stop in Africa real quick, knock this out, get back to the UK and Europe. So I'm like, all right, cool.
We're gonna go to Africa real quick.
You know what I mean? Random. Mind you, we like 15
Must be nice.
Yeah,
Must be nice.
And then, so we out there for the one-off, you know what I mean? Game actually tells his baby mom, she's like, yo, meet me in London, we're gonna come there right after. So she over there waiting for us. After the show the next day, Game is like, time
to pack up.
We're gonna leave in about 45 minutes. But then the promoter calls Game, and it's like, yo, I need you to do 2 more shows. Like, demanding though. And Game was like, nah, I got my baby mom over there in London, like, I gotta be out, I could do that another time. And he's like, no, you do the show. And Game was like, bro, like, this, and mind you, we don't really know what's going on. This is him talking to Game, and all that.
Is these some like pirate niggas or something
bro,
like
this
that?
Is some gangster nigga in Africa, I know that. Some one of them big motherfuckers. So anyway, Game, like, if you know Game, man, Game, he's the most I don't give a fuck ass nigga ever in life. He don't care what you paying. If you don't want to do something, he's just not gonna do it. So he was ignoring whatever. So he told us, like I said, we leave in 45 minutes. Meet me in the lobby. We get to the lobby, my guy. There's about 20 niggas out, African niggas with big ass choppers in the lobby, waiting on us, talking about, you don't go in it, you do show.
Oh,
and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Mind you, they kidnapped my nigga Chris Styles' manager, holding him for hostage, saying, no, you gonna do the show, we got your boy. Blah, blah, blah. And Game was like, I told you my BM is over there, I gotta leave, I ain't doing it. He's like, no, I give you $250 for the show, 2 shows. Game like, nah, I'm gonna come back and I'll do it. He's like, no, 350. You do the show. Game was like, but now I heard them numbers. I'm like, I know he's staying.
Like, we ain't going
He might
nowhere.
put my bag down. Cause you know, I'm like, it's 350, nigga, that's 700. Okay, we about to all eat off that. This nigga Game was like, man, let me talk to you, bro. So he pulls the dude in the back. They say whatever they say. And mind you, we just surrounded by these fucking African warriors, niggas with motherfucking choppers just looking at it. They ain't no talking. Everybody like, we just on like, nigga, hostage down there. Mind you, the other dude that they held hostage, he jumps out of the bathroom window. He's texting my boy like, yo, I'm running down the street. Like, I'm not coming back to the hotel. I'll meet y'all at the airport. You know what I'm saying? So we like, yo, this shit real. Like, my nigga, this is Africa. Gang come out the back with him and shit. And then he like, all right, we out. And I'm like, I'm looking at the soldiers and shit. I'm like,
we out.
Can we move? I hear you, my nigga, but I'm looking at the yappers, nigga. Can we move? And the dude's like, let them go, let them go. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga tell him? Whatever the nigga told him, we got up out of there and nigga, we never went back to Africa, so I don't know what he promised these niggas. I don't know what he promised and what he said to them. Hey yo,
and he never told y'all what he said. He just they said let's go,
out,
and that was it.
We never talked about it again. And then you know, randomly I'd be like, yo, I want to go back to Africa.
He'd be like,
fuck that shit, fuck that. I'd be like, this so you know what I mean? That's between I don't know what happened, but I say, yo, my nigga got us up out of there. We like, and we laugh about it from time to time, man. But I was like, nigga, that shit could have went so left.
It sounded like it almost went left.
I mean,
like it sounded like it was about to go left.
If the little homie jump out the bathroom window, he be stuck now, niggas. What we gonna do? We got no pistol work. We in Africa. We on tour, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, that shit crazy. But yeah, we never went back, man. Never went back.
I don't blame you, man. I would have you know, I've been overseas a couple of times. I've never been to Africa. I never got a chance to do no shows or nothing like that.
The energy was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, you could obviously. What was we went to Angola. We went to Kinshasa. We went to Kenya. Did a few spots. Not that specific time, because earlier before that we went to Africa. But this one was just a one-off. But the crowd was, you know, you get up there, the car shaking you. It's too much. Like it's just you feel like you Michael Jackson out that motherfucker. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And I was crazy. Like, hey, it's cool to see, but you still like, nigga, like. This motherfucking car rocking. They got hyenas on chains and shit like out here. The police niggas got the hyenas out there doing crowd control with the hyenas and
with
shit.
hyenas?
With hyenas, bro.
I hear you saying that and I'm saying to myself, hyenas, like, bro, like, the fucking
big
real
ass
ones?
chains, hyenas, like sicking them on the crowd and telling them to back up because they don't listen. This is Africa, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So let me take it. So all right. So let's go back to United States real quick. All right. I want to go back to the Bronx really quick because I heard a rumor that you actually traded your first gun, or you traded your gun for your first turntable set.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the Bronx. Was that the Bronx?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the Bronx. Okay. So from that point, right, there has to be inspiration. There has to be, if not 1, 2, 3, 4, there has to be people that you are like inspired by. Yeah. You know what I mean? Without any politics, because I hate doing politics on Kartalk with Krutch. Tell me about some of the inspiration that you had from producers, and also tell me who you think are some of your favorite producers and maybe some of the best that's done it in your estimation.
Well, everything from that moment when I did trade the gun for some turntables and all that was my brother and my cousin had just got locked up for murder. They both got caught a body. And they always was in my ear like, yo, you go do your thing. Like they was very supportive, you know what I'm saying? So when they got locked up, it was around the same time, and I just took that energy. Was like, all right, I'm just fully focused on this, because if I wasn't, I was gonna go the same route they was, you know what I'm saying? So, and then after that, man, I just started doing house parties and stuff like that, do the DJing shit, you know what I mean? The house parties from high school, I was making my own little flyers. You ever seen the Cool Herc flyer when he drew the you know what I mean, the time of the party, the address on the party, you know what I mean, the first Bronx Cedric flyer. If you look at you can bring it up. You can check it out, bring it up. And I did basically the same thing. I went to the copy place. I made copies of it. I passed it out in school. I threw my first little house party. I was probably like 14, 15 or something like that. And from there, it's like, oh, I became that little nigga that was, yeah, he's a DJ. And then after that, the DJ thing stepped into, the inspiration of producing came from Havoc.
Havoc.
So I said, he rap and he do beats. And I'm listening to the beats, I'm like,
but at this point, you're not rapping yet. You just kind of like.
I always rap.
You kind of.
I always
you always did a little everything.
Even when I was younger, like 6 or 7, I had a little karaoke machine. You know, the karaoke with them.
Okay.
I always was freestyling
Right.
from my, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but I was always into everything.
Right.
Even in the graffiti aspect of it.
Cause I remember when I first met you, and I didn't even know you rapped. I thought it was just
I wasn't
producer.
taking it serious yet.
Right.
I always just loved rap.
Right.
You know, I loved hip hop in general, but I was mainly a producer. That was my thing. I didn't really tell nobody about my rap thing yet. You know what I'm saying?
So later on, when I kind of found that out, it was almost like, what the hell? What's going on around here?
What the hell?
What the hell is going on around here? But so Havoc is one of your main.
Havoc was the main reason why I started producing. The beats I fell in love with off rip, like, you know what I mean? When Shook Ones came out and all that, man, it was just like I was in high school, so that, you know, the headphone days, you know, so when you had back in the days, when you listen to music in your headphones, the world is isolated. You really listening to what niggas is saying, you really listen to the beats and all that, so I had no idea about equipment, nothing like that, and there's one dude from my city had an MPC, and I seen him just one day, like, making beats, and I'm like, fuck, like, this how they do it? So I had my little drug dealer money. I was no big drug dealer, but I had a little, you know, little coke shells here and there. So I took that and bought the MPC and the keyboard. And this is when sampling was heavy. Niggas wasn't really on the keyboard shit yet. Swizz just started popping. So the keyboard, I went the keyboard route because I didn't have patience for the sample, like looking for shit and all that. I wasn't really into that. That's what really kind of made me stick out from a lot of producers at the time because
you gotta know how to play.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know how to play like it, but it was just the sound was different. You know, like everybody's using to the sample, you know, the soul shit and all that. And when I was doing that, Swizz was starting to pop, and so niggas like, oh, he sound like Swizz, he on that type of shit, and that just kind of separated me from everything else. And I was doing beats for niggas around the hood, and that's how I got signed to Rodney because somebody that, matter of fact, a dude named Fats from Harlem was signed to Dark Child. He took the song that he did with me to Rodney, and Rodney was like, who did the beat? He like, some dude, my name was Anthology back then. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, this dude named Anthology. So one day I'm in the crib, this is the SkyTel two-way days, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in my raggedy ass studio and shit, I'm looking through my shit go off. Yo, heard your beats, blah, 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 I wanna meet up. And the bottom, you know, had the signatures. Dark Child Entertainment, Rodney Jerkins, boom, boom. I'm like, this ain't no motherfucking Rodney
It can't
Jerkins,
be, right?
nah. So I just like, I sat there for about 10 minutes, and then I was like, you know what, let me just hit him back just in case. Hit him back, it was really him, man, you know what I mean? And we linked up, man, and we did our thing. And it's because of him, you know what I mean? I'm in this car with you right now because he took me out that. He was my only, my only line to the industry. You know what I'm saying? So he was, like I say, I got connected with the dude he signed, and we took it from there, man.
So, I want to ask you something about this track right here. Nu Jerzey
And me.
I want to ask you something about this track right here. Because listen, let me tell y'all something. Not every rapper in this game has a feature with Wayne. The most successful rappers go a whole entire career and they might not even get next to Wayne. This is a legendary accomplishment to have in the history books, something that so tell me, I know some of the backstory that you know what I mean, from Miami and things like that, but for the people, tell me, how did this come about with Wayne? Tell me how this feature happened. One of our sponsors today is 236 Print. They specialize in all your printing needs for your cannabis brand. Black jars, clear jars, bags, stickers, die cuts, boxes, carpets, tablecloths for all your pop-up needs. any type of logo necessary, bag designs, pre-roll tubes, DTF stickers, DTF transfers, heat press, everything you could imagine. 236 Print on Instagram for all your printing needs.
So I did this beat and I was like, this is when I was like I was about to tell everybody I know how to rap. This is like me, and the only reason I came out as a rapper too, again, because Game one day was like, he seen a reaction from fans fucking with me, like, they knew me and I wasn't even rapping yet. They just knew me for the production and the mixtape. You know, he's like, you got little fans, you should start rapping. That's all I needed to hear. I already rap, but let me go back in my bag and get back in the studio and do it right. I did this song, I did the beat, and then I took it to Lil Wayne just to hear it. I wasn't expecting him to jump on it. So when I went to the studio,
that was just from you being around, knowing Wayne, just hanging out, being in studios.
Wayne was just my man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Miami connection that I knew about. Yeah. But I want to make sure that everybody understands. You were in Miami and he was in Miami at the same time.
Yeah, the Katrina shit hit. He moved to Miami. I had just moved to Miami, and we was linked up on some my nigga Baron Davis, who played for the Clippers and all that.
Right, he played for the Clippers.
He used to play for New Orleans Hornets. So back then, you know, he was one of the first founders of Black Wall Street also. He was one of the people that was giving us the bread to start up.
Okay.
He was playing for them. Now obviously New Orleans, Lil Wayne's from New Orleans, so I was floor seats every time. And then during halftime, you can go back to the bar and like there's a special room where, you know, like you go, I would see Lil Wayne in there. He had a red flag in his back pocket one day, and I'm like, so I just walked, I saw you blood. And he's like, oh no, this is Third Ward out here. I'm like, Third Ward? I said, man, that's blood where I'm from, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so we kind of, him and my nigga Turn, shout out to my nigga Turn, we schooled him on the whole blood shit, and that is how we kind of came close. So when we got linked that back up in Miami, we already had history,
right? And
it was deeper than rap, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So, but I brought this song to him one day because I used to always go to Hit Factory just chill with him and shit. So when I went to Hit Factory, I was like, yo, I just did this song, nigga, I want you to hear it. And I just had I ain't had no hook, I just did like my verse. I already had this shit mentally, you know, I was hoping he was gonna get on it, you know what I mean? That was my intention, so I already, you know what I mean? I already said his name in the verse and all that. So, let him hear this shit, he just was bobbing his head. He's like, gave it, to him, let me get in the booth. Just like that, he was bobbing his head doing that shit. Like for like 5-10 minutes maybe, and he's like, let me get in the booth. Nigga went in the booth, spit his shit, niggas. I said, this
you
nigga
can't even wake up the next morning and
I'm like,
understand what happened.
I'm like, yo, this nigga rapping on my shit. I'm like, I'm still thinking like, I ain't about to get this session though. He ain't gonna give me the session. And the worst shit happened. The fucking engineer couldn't get the auto tune right, and it was just off key, and this nigga Lil Wayne was destroying the engineer verbally. I'm like, it was just the energy went bad. I'm like, he's like, man, look, I'm gonna have to get this to you another time. Cause this nigga tripping right here. He ain't musically inclined, all this shit. Like, I'm like, I ain't getting this shit, man. I said it was cool to see, and we got the footage, my nigga. You know what I mean? So next day he hit me like, yo, what's your email? Whatever. Gave me the session. No matter of fact, told me he sent me the drum, but then told me to come pick it up the whole session.
Damn. God bless.
And man, I tell you, and this is like one of my first songs I released.
Right, yeah. This is 2009, am I correct?
Yeah.
Right, it's a minute ago.
And to come out like that with this nigga, and this is called a 3 era, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, bro, you couldn't tell me nothing at that time.
Nah.
This shit with Wayne, my nigga. Like, he just went million out the gate, you know what I mean? So it was a blessing, man. And that's another nigga that I'm always grateful for, because this is not the only song we did.
Yeah, you gotta be. And just to have the relationship, just to have, you know, spent the time and to absorb, you know what I mean, that greatness. You know what I mean? That's a blessing in its own. Yeah. I met Wayne a couple of times. One of the times I met him was backstage at, as a matter of fact, a Birdman concert, a Manny Fresh, a Big Thomas concert in Nassau Coliseum. And when we went to the concert, Birdman had asked me to perform at the time. He had asked me to come out and dance, right? And I got there late. So I missed it. I missed my time to actually do it, right? They're calling me. I'm on the fucking Southern State doing like 120 trying to get there, right? Anyway, long story short, we're backstage now because I did get inside and I did get to where they were, but I didn't get to perform.
Right.
And I'm backstage. We're in the bathroom and we're smoking in the bathroom because all they kept saying is like, "Yo, the police is tripping. We gotta smoke in the bathroom." So I'm like, all right, bet. Everybody's in the bathroom. I'm in there. My man Slash is in there. Wayne is in there. Juvenile is in there. No, excuse me, Juvenile wasn't in there. Wayne was in there, and there was a couple of other people that was with Wayne. And we're smoking, and me and Slash are just having a random conversation about Nivea. I don't remember how she came up. I don't remember how she came up. But we're just sitting there talking, and they're looking at us like,
fuck wrong with y'all? Don't y'all know this nigga?
Yo, they looking at us like, y'all don't know that's a nigga girl. Like, and, yo, they said, like, somebody had said to us, like, yo, bro, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, like, bro, my bad. Like, but we didn't say nothing bad or nothing like that. We were just like talking random or nothing. But it was crazy, and that was one of the times. That was actually one of the first times I met Wayne. Second time I met him was in Daytona, and when I saw him in Daytona, he actually remembered that too. So he not if you don't know the nigga, he not an easy dude to you know impress or even get along with. Like you gotta really go through the proper channels because. I mean, you know, Wayne is Wayne. You know what I mean? He's a GOAT. So absolutely.
His demeanor is real standoffish, and like unless you really meet him and you in a different atmosphere and shit, then it's different. You know what I mean? But I mean, to the naked eye, when you first walking up, you just like, oh, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Like he on that type of vibe.
Yeah.
But he a real good, talented dude. Probably the most strongest work ethic I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like in the studio, knocking about 3 or 4 or 5 songs out with features mixed. You know what I'm saying, full songs and shit. And it was a crazy time.
That gotta be a again, that's historical. That's that gotta feel like an accomplishment of sorts. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
To be able to even repeat the fact that that's real. You know what I mean? That you were there and you did that and you were a part of it. That's great. You know what I mean? So before we get out of here, I know you got a lot going on. I know you got a lot to do. Tell me about Life Be Lifin'. Also tell me about 48 Blocks because a lot of people don't understand that really represents, you know, something specific. So I want you to tell me about 48 Blocks. I want you to tell me about Life Be Lifin'. Tell me real quick what Livelihood Films got going on. I mean, just take us out of here because I know you don't got much time to just be hanging out with me doing nothing. I know, you know what I mean? You got big shit to do.
Nah, you fan, baby. But yeah, and to make a short story shorter. But yeah, 48 Blocks.
This shit is legendary right now, my nigga.
Sitting on my lap, trying to stay low, but they know this who we are. If I send the rules, you know you ain't getting far. Money over bitches, that's
real quick. Atlantic City's 48 blocks long, so that's where that's where I'm from. So I just took it upon the whole situation. Like, you know what? It's a dope name. This is something bring it back to the hood that people could relate to, and it's not. It's a weed brand, but it's more than that. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's to represent the whole culture of Atlantic City. Like, you really gotta, if you're from Atlantic City, you know.
You're right, and I've seen merch. I've seen
merch, hats, everything. You know what I mean?
Shit like that.
And it's growing. You know what I mean? And like I made it to a point where, like I said, it's not just about weed no more. It's a lifestyle down there. So if you go to Atlantic City, you scream 48 blocks, niggas like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's a thing now. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. When I ran into you last year, and you had the 48 blocks thing going on, and you did that song, 48 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bro, that song had me really like hypnotized. Like, that shit was so melodic.
Yeah.
The beat was so crazy. Dude singing, was so yo, bro.
Shout out to my boy Jay Charles.
Yo, when I heard that I literally must have listened to that shit for like a month.
That's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Yes,
you know
that joint was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to 48 Blocks. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't, you're gonna have to go pull up if you want to catch a pack, though. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pull up on somebody you know. You're gonna have to know somebody who knows somebody to get to 48 Blocks. But also be careful because that is Atlantic City and
yeah, one of them 40 blocks is real tricky. You know what I mean? Listen, they're gonna get fooled by the boardwalk.
Don't get tricked up from the lights in the hotels.
Them casinos is blocking what's really going on.
Yeah, because that's really Atlantic City.
Make sure you tap in with somebody before you go down there asking for anything. But that's 48 Blocks. Now Life Be Lifing is basically everyday lifestyle. Me and my girl, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Tina Fit. Fitness, fun, and you know what I mean, just living life, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just things that we do normally, but we just document it, showing the people like what we doing, and you know what I mean, like we travel all the time. You know what I mean? So we definitely travel a lot. So I was like, you know what, let's show people.
Yeah,
you know
let's have fun with it.
A lot, and it costs nothing for us to do because we're doing it anyway. And you know what I mean? And like I said, like life be life, and doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Like life does happen, bullshit happens, but in the meantime, you gotta live. You can't let that bring you down. You can't let that slow you down. You know what I mean? Shit happens every day, all day. So we just document it, and we got a channel out. You know what I mean? The Life Be Life and show. Make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna put that at the bottom of the screen. Let's make sure that we give them all of the correct Instagrams, so that they could check that out. The Life Be Lifing podcast. Nu Jerzey Devil. You got your own Instagram. You want to give them that too?
Yeah, you already know, at Nu Jerzey Devil. And real quick, Livelihood Films.
Oh yeah, we ain't done yet. I was gonna get to that. We still got something to go. Go ahead.
But Livelihood Films Livelihood's been my own personal company since I started.
Right.
You know what I mean. So when you see me do that, that's Livelihood. It started as a production company. Now it's a film company.
Right.
So now I got a deep passion for film. We got a movie also coming out called Bonnie and Clyde, with me and my girl Tina Fit. So you'll see the trailer on that. We'll post all that up. And yeah, man, it's just something that I love doing, and like I got a passion for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like besides the rap and all that, I just feel like this is another part of my life something that I love to do. You know what I mean? And I can see myself doing it for a long time past the music. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's something that's never gonna go away. It's just like music, but it's a different department. Somebody like yourself has done so much. You know, just listening to some of the things you said today, like, you know, you were engineering, so, you know, young, you know, you rapping, you when I producing. Do my documentary on myself, this is all preparation for my movie. Right. Everything I'm doing with this film shit is prep. This is the whole reason why I started the film shit, because I wanted to do a movie on my life. Yeah. And I've done so much, like I gotta do a series. Right. Exactly. I gotta do a series. It can't be a movie. I came to the conclusion. It can't be. Too much happened, my nigga. Like from being at Michael Jackson's crib and all that. That's a whole other things I ain't even talk about yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's so much in my life that I wanted to document, and it started out with me wanting to do a movie on myself. But like I said, it gotta be a series. So this is just preparation for me getting to that stage. And once I feel like I'm ready and I accomplished enough stuff to talk about, and I'm ready just to lay it on the line, then I'm gonna do it. Man, let me tell you something. For those that don't know, Nu Jerzey Devil got a lot going on. He has accomplished a lot. He has been around for a long time. He has been around some really important people. And those type of accomplishments are gonna take you to the next, you know what I mean, level in life. And I pray and I hope for all the best for you. Again, you've been a good friend of mine for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the phone is picked up on either end and the call is made, we both right there. And there's never been anything in between that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. Shout out to everything you got going on. Appreciate it, man. I really look forward. You didn't tell them about King of Newark. Oh yeah, that was just
and I was waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? Tubi, get ready. Come on, let's go.
Real quick, Tubi, you know what I mean? King of Newark Part 3. You know what I mean? I'm in there, my first little debut with the acting scene. I'm a cop in there, you know what I mean? Go figure. But, you know, check it out. You can watch King of Newark Part 1 and 2 is on Tubi already. It'll be on Tubi. This one will be out Tubi soon.
So you're going to be in Part 3?
I'm in Part 3.
All right, that's what I mean. You're in Part 3. Part 1 and 2 is out now on Tubi. You got Bonnie and Clyde.
In the works.
In the works, getting ready to drop. It sounds like you've been busy. I know you're gonna stay busy. Once again, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to jump in the car with me, man.
Appreciate you having me,
man,
my guy.
I got so much love for my man, Nu Jerzey Devil. All right, so look, before you get out of here, because I like to, you know, make sure that my guys is good every time they come hang out. Got a little gift pack, but I want to put on one thing before I leave.
Okay. Got to come with the gifts,
yeah,
bearing gifts.
Yeah,
okay.
A little bit.
Lemon cherry gelato.
Ah, you know the
vibe.
I know you remember this one.
Oh man, come on, man.
Right?
Much appreciated.
I'ma let you do this. This is special. I'ma let you do that.
Smoke puppies. What you got going on over here? Ah, that's fire. Little Ace of Spades joint.
Read it again.
Ace of Spades. Oh, my bad.
Now.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah. I know you accustomed to smoking to some good haze from Miami, from uptown.
This is gonna have me stuck.
That's haze right there. That's some
really. That 98 haze. It's that 98 Dipset haze.
That's that one I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man.
Yeah. It took me a little while, but I found that one.
I appreciate it.
This is this is a gift pack from the Smoke Puppies.
Oh man,
yeah, you got a couple in there. You got a couple in there. These are all for you right there, man.
I appreciate it, man. You already know what it is, and I already know Smoke Puppies. I can't, expect nothing less but greatness, man.
Right. Backpack, 48, and Smoke Puppies. I know it's a very small selection that you like to smoke from.
That's it. I tap out after that. Feel me?
Again, yo, I got my main man, Nu Jerzey Devil, in the car with me. Shout out to him. Shout out to AC. And that's how we doing it.
Y'all know the vibes, man. It's your boy Nu Jerzey Devil, man, and I just did my little thing over here with Kartalk with Krutch, man. You know what I mean? It's always a pleasure seeing my brother. He pulled up on me, man. I had to jump in and, you know what I mean, spill the beans on a few things, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the vibes. Nu Jerzey Devil, Frankie Krutch's Kartalk with Krutch.
Just got back from Atlantic City. We are back in Brooklyn. I just had a, man, when I tell you I've caught up with my main man after so long, man, I just had a good time seeing him. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. We got so much good things in the work. I'm going to tell you how this is going to go down, right? Before we go to that part, I'm going to tell you how this all started. Because, we talked and we left a couple of things out. So I feel like I need to go back a little bit. First, me and Devil had a record called I Ride With C4. I think that was 2000 and had to be like 06, 07, maybe 05. I think it was 06 though. I had a joint called I Ride With C4. I remember going to a studio in Atlantic City, and he had the big studio in Atlantic City, man. It was so inspiring, man. And I told him this story a long time ago, I actually got so inspired by going to his studio for the first time that I built my first studio for the first time after that. That's how inspiring it was being, around that type of environment and that type of thing. And that was actually the first time I built my studio after going to his and really being like, yo, what the fuck is this, right? So we did the first record, and I think we did another record in between, but the more notable record after that we did was HWA.
HWA, homie with attitude. Never gave a shit, couldn't give a motherfuck. When the smoke clears, they gon' know it's us. Black trucks, black jewels, HWA, call me with attitude.
You know, we had a really good time with that one. And then me and Devil worked on a song called Backpack Boys together, and, you know, came with the concept, you know, we put it together, and, you know what I mean, like, that was another really dope joint. A lot of the weed smokers really loved that. As a matter of fact, let me light up real quick. This episode is sponsored by the Smoke Puppies, by the way, just in case I didn't mention that. Because sometimes I'm feeling like I didn't mention that the episode was sponsored by the Smoke Puppies. But lastly, when it comes to Devil, we got something in the works. Oh, people, when I tell you we got something in the works, I'm not going to tell you what and I'm not going to tell you when. But I'm going to tell you that we're going to change how people drop, you know what I mean, and how people do things a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We putting together a super, super, super dope. When I tell you it's super dope, I don't want to say too much, but y'all could definitely look forward to that really, really soon. Most likely early part of 2-6. I'm thinking we're going to get to that by then.
You have a scheduled drive-by with Kelly G, the Drill Fairy.
It's the drive-by. It's the drive-by. It's the R to the SA. Yeah. It's the drive-by. Send the Addy. I'm pulling up. When we catch you slipping, boy, don't say it was luck.
Oh, this is Kartalk with Krutch, and I am live. We are doing a drive-by. I got a special guest in the car with me today. She is the host of the Kelly G Show. You might have seen her on Turn Up, Your Producer. That podcast just wrapped up. She has an incredible content creation style on Instagram, and she got some special surprises for us, and I'm gonna let her do the talking. Today's guest is Kelly G. Some of you might know her as the Drill Fairy. If you do, please welcome Kelly G to the Kartalk with Krutch.
Hey,
what's up,
you got me
mama?
over here looking like a reindeer.
Ah, you good. You know that reindeer.
A sexy one at that.
You better stop it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, come on, stop it. Listen, Kartalk with Krutch wants to welcome Kelly G to the show. This young lady is phenomenal. Her content creation is crazy. I want you to walk me through some of the things that go through your mind when you do some of the stuff that you do. Because when I see stuff like a New York chick, where my old school dudes at that used to drink the Hennessy, right? When I see posts like that, it's so real. Like, take me through that really quick.
New York, authenticity.
New York.
The voice for the voiceless. I say what people think and they don't.
And a lot of people
wanna
scared to say.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it. And I just make it fun. I feel like I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and the realness don't get told.
What part of Brooklyn?
I'm from Franklin, Crown Heights. Shout out to Franklin Ave, LP, Lincoln Place,
Ooh. St.
John's.
I'm from the Floss.
Oh, okay. I lived in Bayview. I got my Flossy babies. You know, living in Canarsie is when I started doing podcasting, seeing the young artists wanted to do the drill music. So shout out to my Flossy babies. Because of them is where I'm at today. That's why they call me the Drill Fairy.
I'll tell you a secret. My name is Frankie Crutches because I got shot and lost my leg in Bayview.
Wow.
So that's incredible that you just jumped in my car just now and said that you spent some time in Bayview, because that's where I actually grew up. I got shot, I lost my leg, and that's where the legend of Frankie Crutches began.
And that's where my I guess I'm gonna be a legend too.
Nah, you already a legend, man.
That's where I begin. Like I love living in Canarsie. It's so diverse. You meet so much people, and you know, you see Canarsie, you think of the private houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first got out there, when NYCHA hit me up, I was like, they got projects in Canarsie?
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. The people are dope. And that started me on my journey.
You want to know something? When I grew up out there in the 80s, you know, it was a lot of white people.
Yes.
But they left though.
Right.
They all have to go to Florida.
Right.
And at some point, somewhere along the line, Brownsville and Bed-Stuy invaded the hood.
What? In Coney Island, a lot of people in that area is from Coney Island.
Coney Island.
So yeah.
Tell me, I'm glad you you were talking about your podcast. Tell me about the Kelly G podcast, and tell me about what motivates you to like do that type of thing, because again, I watched some of the episodes and you are so free with the way you know what I mean, deliver everything. Like, you don't hold nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you straight to the point. Like, I think that's that New York shit. I think we talked about that for a quick second. That gotta be that New York shit. So give me a little bit of insight on that podcast and what goes on with that. This episode is sponsored by the Smoke Puppies.
Well, I didn't start Kelly G until recently. I want to say like a year ago.
Okay.
But like a little back into the story, because of the drill kids, I started a show called Up At TV. I wanted a place where these kids could come and be themselves without dissing, without disrespecting.
Right.
To kind of show, you know, I used to be like, you got to show the people a different side of you guys.
little bit.
It's okay to glock boom and talk about it,
Right.
but let them also see a vulnerable state.
Right.
A lot of people don't get a chance to show vulnerability. And that's where I come in at. You could be yourself around me. So from that show, I just started elevating. I think I said one explicit thing and everybody was like, you need to talk about sex more. We like it because you make it fun and you make it humor. And I was getting DMs from people in the LGBT community. I was getting DMs from just like regular day moms like, wow, you experiencing that? Me too. What do I do? What do I do? So I just made it bigger and bigger and just like meeting people along the way. I'm like, you know what? Not that I'm tired of the drill ferry. I have to retire the drill ferry. Everybody has growth and evolving.
You know what? It's funny that you said that, because that was actually one of the next things I was going to ask you, is where that actually came from. And you actually already explained it before I got a chance to ask it.
And I'm a mom, and I have 4 sons, and I don't hide nothing. One of my sons got caught up outside. You know what I'm saying? He's a teenager and he's finding himself. So I'm looking at it on both sides of the fence. I'm looking at it from the kids' perspective, and I'm looking at it as a mom.
Right.
So it's like the kids is like, you like our sanctuary. We could call you 3, 4, 5. I get calls. I used to get calls 5 o'clock in the morning where kids is ready to commit suicide.
Damn.
And it's like,
and they trust your voice.
They trust me.
They trust you, that comfort you give them.
Yeah, because I ain't going to be like, no, oh my God. Listen, you die.
Yeah, now you're going to give it to them straight.
You ain't going to be here no more.
Right.
But if you give yourself a chance to live, life is beautiful.
You know the thing is about that music, it's, it's very similar to the movies that we watch and we love. So, a lot of time that music is a little bit misunderstood to a degree, and also like taken out of context, because it's really about entertainment. But I think that the problem is with some of these kids is they pushing it a little too far.
And not only that, a lot of people have died. This is real outside.
Right.
I advocate more for the kids that's outside than the rappers, because they're the face of drill. There's kids out here really putting in work, really into it, that really can't come outside,
and
that's really going through it. So how could we help them? How could we assist them? So that's where that drill ferry came in. I'm not trying to tell you to stop doing what you're doing, but I'm trying to tell you how to do it strategically, and how to make better moves, and how to make your mom proud of y'all.
There gotta be a better way. I'm with you on that. That's amazing that these people, took to you the way they did, and you provided that platform for them. And but I do understand what you're saying as far as it's time to move to the next thing.
It's time to evolve, and I feel Kelly G.
That's the podcast.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Kelly G is more mature.
Okay.
Kelly G is when I started saying, hey, these New Yorkers, these people, they like regular stuff.
Right.
They like regular stuff. I noticed that at social media, they don't really care about the gossip anymore. They want authenticity.
Yeah.
They want to know that they're not alone. My supporters want to know, you have to train too? Yes,
You did.
I sure do.
You did the same. You went through the same thing.
You went through the same thing?
Damn. Your kids was bothering you about a tree and you didn't put it up and I didn't put it up either. And damn, you just like me. And
let's be real. I need everybody to know that.
I was going to ask you that. Was that a skit or was that real?
Nothing is skit. And one thing about everybody will tell you about me, I was a big girl before, and I was the funny, pretty big girl.
Okay.
That's how I was labeled.
Okay.
I am the same way I was when I was 5, and I'm the same way I am at 45. Nothing changed.
God bless. God bless.
Only thing changed was I got a couple of gray hairs, and I lost a couple of
You look amazing.
I lost a couple of men along the way.
You look amazing.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much. I'm trying really hard. You know what I mean? When you get to be my age, I'm 52.
Woo! You look good.
Thank you. When you get to be my age, it gets to be a little difficult. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, my bones ain't boning no more.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
So, you got the podcast coming out. I also tell me about this other one that you were also on. Turn your producer up.
Yeah, shout out to QP and M and the whole team over there. High Bridge is the label. They gave me a chance. Those guys were the first guys that I really saw, wow, I made some bread, or I'm getting treated like I'm supposed to be treated. Right. I didn't know that. They was laughing at me. It's not that I'm ghetto.
Right.
I didn't know that when you go into these places, they give you hair and makeup, and they give you a chair to sit down, and they walk you through stuff. It was like a really big production thing. Right. So I was one of the judges. They actually called me back like, we want you on the show again. Yeah. We like it.
Yeah,
look,
you got
authenticity.
You got a dope energy. Again, everything I've seen. Tell me about one of these last viral posts that I saw you did about Fabulous, because that actually was one of my favorites. Yeah, I got 2 favorites. The Fabulous one was one of them, and then the New York girl was the other one. So we're gonna get to the New York girl in a second. Yes. But tell me about the Fabulous one, because that one went viral, and I saw that one at like maybe 6 in.the morning, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is Kartalk with Krutch. You know I like to keep it real. I DM'd Kelly G at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And I was like, yo, I love this. I would love to have you on my show. And she hit me back maybe an hour later, not much, maybe a half hour later, and she was like, yo, I'm in. And it was super dope. Tell me about the Fabulous.
So
post.
Fabulous is definitely in my top 5. I seen his growth.
Okay.
I love hip hop. So before I get into that, I just wanted to say a lot of people just know me as talking about sex, but I know hip hop. I can sit with the big dogs when it comes to music. Right. Music got me through everything.
I'll be honest with you. You sound, when you talking, you don't sound like you new to anything that's going on. You know what I mean?
Fab, it was just good to see. I shoot where they shoot too.
Right.
So like we like a family.
Right, in the ICF.
So when I seen him do the freestyle, I said, hold on, they was keeping a secret from us? It's rare that you see Fab get up and just do a freestyle that quick. Fab takes his time with music. If you really know him as an artist and you've seen his growth, you notice that he don't drop consecutive. He's not, and it's not that he's consistent. I feel like at this point in time, he very well could wear the King of New York crown.
He's very meticulous of what he does.
You don't see him promote tours. He'll just go on tour and sell out. You'd be like, what the hell? He's like a mystery to people.
Yeah.
So when I seen him do that freestyle, I wasn't hyped because it was a shot at 50. People was more hyped and excited to hear him come out again.
Mm-hmm. The way he did.
The way you did.
As strong
you
as
went
he did.
back to that chipped tooth, baggy fit. He went back to Spiz.
Hold up. I'm going to play this clip. Let me play this clip for them so they can see what I'm talking about. Just in case you missed it, this is her thanking Fab for getting back in the booth and doing what he do.
And it's not a diss, Fab. I don't diss y'all. I love y'all. I just want to show you we need that chipped tooth energy back. Woke up to everybody talking about, let's rap about it, to that freestyle, which all my guys went crazy. But Fab, I know that chipped tooth was on you for good luck somewhere. You had that tooth with you. I don't know if you had it around your neck. I don't know if it was on your wrist. I don't know if it was on your ankles. But that fucking tooth was somewhere on you. You a sport. You was spiz. You was spizzing out on these niggas. You went crazy. You gave me Bainbridge. I felt when you walked in that booth, I felt like, ooh, Spike Lee was with you. You gave me that Bed-Stuy energy. You really took me there. You took me there, Fab. You took me there. And I think you took everybody else there. When I saw that hat, the way it was cocked, and it was low like that, and I couldn't see them eyes, I don't know if you was cross-eyed or not. But I knew whatever you did, it worked. Once I saw you look like a robber, I said, he's going to go crazy. It's over. You need to wear that hat everywhere. And we need a soul tape. I wasn't done. Because I didn't get on you either. You got that little toothfix. You got a little couture on us, Fab. You hanging out in Paris and London and hanging with the Europeans and stuff. Let's get back to business. That was a snippet, Fab. We need the whole thing, okay? Keep me in a star. Keep me in Brevoy walking around, bagging up all the basketball niggas in the star. I want that energy every day, sport. Okay? That's good. That look, thumbs up. We like that.
So I'll be honest with you, that was one of my favorites.
He bodied that too.
He did. I'll be very honest with you. When I heard that, I definitely went like this. Whoa.
Yeah.
Fab went all the way back to work on that. Shout out to Fabulous.
Yes.
Because that right there is exactly how she explained it just now on that clip that we just showed you. It was chip to Fab. That crazy Fab that we all remember and love.
And people said, you taking a chance, Drill. Fab is funny. Fab is funny. Look, so shout out to you, Paul Kane. So I'm very close to Paul Kane.
Yeah, I fuck with Kane
so
too.
I was
Shout out to
calling
Kane.
him like, oh God, they gonna tell me to take down a post. I work hard for these views. Fab, you just gonna have to understand you're dope. And sometimes New Yorkers need that type of message to really respect you, to understand. We're not saying, damn, Fab, you're too, wear that too fat. We're saying that's what, a lot of new artists, that's when they more hungry in the beginning. Everybody's first album is their best album.
You were referring to the energy. I know exactly what you were referring to.
A lot of people didn't get it.
I knew exactly. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, she got it.
I was like, Street Fam gonna get me. I'm gonna have to watch out now.
Shout out to Paul Kane, man. That's my nigga right there.
He's a great one too.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
So dope and underrated. And I think, passing the torch and giving a torch to your brother, people don't do that. That's amazing to see.
He took the side step. He lets Fab do what he do, and he play his position.
I do want to see them do an album together, and I want to see them do more stuff in media together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
So tell me, because you are a New York girl, so I guess the easiest way to warn a guy about a New York girl is to ask a New York girl.
Yeah.
So let me run this for them so they understand what I'm trying to say. Jelly, pull it up.
Listen, I don't know if you're ready for a New York female. We argue back, we talk back, we slick at the mouth. You're gonna get high blood pressure messing with us. In New York City, high blood pressure is on a rise. And I think 95% of it is because of women. Right? You might get a little diabetes, you might get the sugars from all the food we gonna feed you. We gonna love you, we gonna feed you, but you ain't ready for us. You don't mind your business, we fight mothers, fathers, grandmothers, babies, baby mothers, friends, cousins, we pull up anywhere. Barbecues, the club, we go crazy, even at the funeral. We might pull up and go crazy. You ain't ready for us. We appreciate that, but we giving it to you. That's it. We might wear your hoodies. That's all. I don't think you're ready for us. But thank you for the gesture. We appreciate you. We love you back. But you're not ready. Yeah, we different. We pull up at the spots. We don't even care. We get the embarrassing and it's over. We love hard. But, yeah. We got that special New York intuition. That female intuition. You got to stick to your little southern wholesome bells. Because you're not ready for us.
All right, so look, when it comes to a New York girl, I guess that's the best way to describe it. I don't really know.
I'm a Brooklyn girl first, because everybody think I'm from the Bronx. I'll give you Bronx energy, probably because the way I talk.
I think maybe that's it though, but You give me New York energy for the female because let me tell you something. New York girls are different from any other place that I go to. I'll meet a girl and their energy will be completely different. And I'll be like, damn, why they don't act like this back home? Like, why they gotta be so rude back home? But I guess it's what we gotta deal with out here that seasons us to be a little bit more crazy like that, right?
Right.
So look, I do a segment on the show called Sick of This Shit, right? And today, I just got a feeling that you probably is sick of some more shit than I am.
I'm sick of everything, but I could give you a couple of things I'm sick of.
So today what I want you to do is I'm gonna let you take the stage and I'm gonna let you do Sick of This Shit because I don't really know what to say today. So I'm gonna let you do that shit today. I'm sick of this shit. Nah, for real. Hold on. I'm sick. Now we're gonna get down to the bottom of this shit right now. I am sick of this shit.
I'm sick of that. What I'm sick of, you know, these fucking DMs. Y'all niggas be in my DMs. Ain't some of y'all females. And y'all be wanting me to peg y'all. They do. Like, they like, oh, how much you charge? I'm gonna start charging these niggas. And pulling up. I might do it. I don't know if the money is good. But I'm sick of that shit. Like, everybody feel because I talk about sex that I'm so open with sex. Everybody is open with sex. Sex is sex. But I'm sick of y'all getting in my DMs and y'all asking for the weird shit. Like, I made one clip with Janice Hart. She said she pegged somebody, a white man. She would only peg white men. I'm sick of that. She's like, oh, because black men are not into that. That's bullshit. I could bring up a couple of DMs for you. Look. I'm sick of y'all sending me videos of girls sucking y'all penis. Y'all never getting y'all penis sucked by me. I'm sick of that too. Let's talk about that. Somebody just sent me a video talking about, can you do it like this? First of all, your penis was a size 2 inches. That's what I'm sick of that. They're bigger than they're smaller than what they appear to be. You can't like talk that talk and not walk that walk.
It sounds like the mirror.
Yeah, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired. See, now I'm getting late now, so my DMs is just it moves a little different. It moves. I'm gonna show you, cause you're a male. You can see the females is not gonna. I'm sick of this. Look at this. My DMs is crazy, and 90% of my DMs is men showing me their nasty, shriveled up ass penis, and I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of that. The women too. I done seen vaginas too.
Why do they do that?
And it's like, if you're gonna send me something, make it make sense. Don't send me no hairy vagina. I don't even have a hairy vagina. So I don't want to see somebody else hairy vagina. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of men always saying, hey, I want to spend time, what you want to do? And the first thing you want to do is come to my house. I'm sick of that. Because I got 4 sons and one of them is definitely like that. I don't think you want to come here. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of people always judging New York women.
I love New York women.
A lot of men don't like it. They say that we hard to get along. We always have attitudes.
You gotta know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
You gotta listen, it's almost like being a lion in the jungle.
Hello.
All right? The women are tough, but the lioness is gonna get in line.
Am I lying?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody sent you that?
Hey, can you suck it better? No, I can't. I can't suck it better. Because it was nothing to suck. How dare you send me a video of your little penis? She barely could grip it around her lips. And you think I'm going to do something with that? The queen of 3 hours? I went viral for that too. That's when I was on my bullshit. But I'm just sick of men not accepting women for who they are. I'm a loving woman. I may be aggressive and I may be tough, but that's just me. That's a New Yorker. We go through a lot of shit every day. New York women already get judged because of how we carry ourselves. Oh, I don't want no female that sounds like a nigga like me. Do I sound like a man?
Nah, you talk aggressive.
I got a bop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're from New York. You got that New York, you know
Diddy bop.
Yeah, you got that New York bop. That's what's going on.
And I'm still single. It's been 4 years and people are scared. Men are scared to go out with me. And I'm so nurturing and loving. If you really know me, you know. Once you get in my good grace, there's nothing I won't do for you. I am a girl's girl. I do love on men.
Maybe it's the name, the Drill Fairy.
That's why it's going. I plan to get with somebody this year. I need a man. I'm sick of that too. I'm sick of being single. I'm sick of this shit. It's not fun. I'm sick of that. I don't even answer. I don't have friends no more because I cut all these bitches off. I don't want to hear about y'all vacations. I'm a hater.
Yeah.
I'm the mad rapper. I'm the mad podcaster. I don't want to hear about that.
The mad podcaster.
I'm sick of it.
Let me ask you a question. Because if you're not going to let the cat out the bag, I'm going to let the cat out the bag. I know you've been doing some extra things on the side besides some of the stuff we talking about. I know you got a situation brewing right now.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to them about it, or you want me to tell them?
You could tell them. I want to feel famous.
All right, so look. This episode is sponsored by the Smoke Puppies. It is movie night at the Smoke Puppies. Kelly G right now is in the process of going to iHeartRadio and being on that show with DJ Self.
Yes, I want to say he introduced me to broadcasting, and everybody always just say you could be like the Voice of New York, just the hood version, just the hood this, and I'm sick of that too. Let's just rewind that. Why can't I just be
just the voice?
Just the voice.
Right.
I'm the voice for the voiceless. That's what I am.
I like it.
So DJ Self hit me up, and I so appreciate that. And he was like, yo, I'm going to bring you up on the radio. You're going to do my podcast. Let's just see how you do.
Right.
He said I did great, and it was a good feeling, and it was a good vibe. And I'm like, hey, I want to do radio now.
Yeah, that's
I think I could do it. I'm always love podcasting, but...
Listen, the growth of what you're going to do is going to take you from one place to another. You told me you started in Bayview. I
started with nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I still have nothing. But I gained a lot of supporters that love and care about me.
And you got a lot of respect.
And I have a lot of respect.
So you got a lot more than you had before.
Right. And I'm learning that now. People say money is not everything.
No.
And now I see, because I used to be like, I ain't making no money from this shit. You know how many times I quit?
Right.
I quit 87. Every time I was broke, I quit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, to get people in my DMs of substance, we talking that's really noted, to say, you right there. You just gotta kick that door down. All that money gonna come to you.
And then after that, it's almost gonna be like you don't know what to do with it.
I'm gonna know. I'm going to get a BBL. That's the first motherfucking thing I'm going to get. I'm going to get this waist snatched. I told you, I ain't got no butt now. I'm sick of that shit too. I was born my mother. Everybody got an ass but me. I got the voice, I guess.
All right, I gotta ask you a question because I'm looking at you, and I know you've probably been told this a trillion times in your life.
Right.
Who's the most famous person they say you look like?
Faith Evans.
I was about to say.
Faith Evans and CeCe Peniston.
I'm sitting here looking at you, and I'm like, yo, this girl looks like Faith, yo.
I met her. I went to her house in Jersey years ago. My sister's into music, and she took me there, and I cried because I love Faith.
I love her. But was the resemblance as close?
I look like her daughter, China.
Wow.
That's crazy. I was looking, she was young.
Wow.
I was like, wow. I do want to interview her for season 2. She's definitely on my list.
That's dope.
They say I look like CeCe Peniston, and they say I look like Cheyenne Jacobs.
Ooh.
That porn girl.
I mean,
I was a little excited about that too.
I'm about to say, I don't want to know. Do they got any cuts of where they saying you look like her?
I hope I don't look like her when she's like on her back. I just want to look like her in person, like regular, not on her back. I probably do look like her on her back. I ain't been on my back in a long time. I'm sick of that shit too. I'm sick of that. This should just be the I'm sick of segment. I'm sick of this shit segment. But yeah, I get those 3, and shout out to Faith because I think she's beautiful, dope,
she's
talented.
She's very beautiful and she's very dope. And just as you were sitting there, I'm looking like
Everybody say that.
she looks like Faith.
I need a Biggie.
Nah, that's dope.
Fuck it, I need a Stevie J. I don't know if I need a Stevie J at this point, but I just need somebody. I'm about to do a dating show. I'm tired of this shit.
Hey, look, if you want to put in an application, I'm gonna take some applications for y'all, and I'm gonna forward it to them. But I'm gonna be vetting out who's who and what's what before we get it to my sister. Before we get at any potentials, we're gonna vet out all the weirdos, because no weirdos allowed in the 2-6. This is Kartalk with Krutch. I have the most incredible Kelly G in the car with me today. This is a drive-by, so do not get it confused. When you see her in the street, make sure you salute her for being the drill fairy, and also make sure you salute her for being Kelly G.
Yes, G for good.
So, Jelly, is there anything you want to ask Kelly G before we leave? Because she doesn't have too much time.
What is your first memory of Frankie Crutches?
How I remember you doing that goddamn dance on Hey Ma. I said, look at him getting down. Nah, you dope. I've seen a lot of things you was on.
Right.
So I think that was dope. The Hey Ma took it over. You did that little bee walk, and it was just like, wow, you destined for this. Nah, but
it was a while ago, but we're here though.
We're here now.
We definitely
and
here.
I think what you're doing, let me give you your flowers, because you're doing something great. You don't see this often, but you're doing it by being genuine.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't do that. They're not genuine. I could look at a person's eyes and I could tell who's genuine and who's not.
I appreciate that.
And I definitely know that you're genuine. I know it. I feel it. So, and good luck to you. This is dope. And listen, I'm gonna be on y'all niggas' backs. When I hit y'all up and like, yo, y'all gotta get on this pod, y'all better pull up. Because he's giving that same energy and love back.
Kartalk with Krutch, Kelly G, this is a drive-by.
Gang, gang, gang. Y'all know who it is. It's Kelly G, a.k.a. the Drill Fairy. And yo, I just did a drive-by, skirting, doing 90, doing 150 with Krutch.
Doing 150
No, what
though?
was we doing?
No, we was just sitting here. Why are you telling them what you doing?
All right, I was just fabricating it. But make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all go follow him. He's dope. We had a good vibe. Now we about to go spin a block. We going on the...
Yeah, we got to go on a drive-by for real now.
We going on a drive-by.
You got it, right?
I'm ready.
Yo, Kartalk with Krutch, Kelly G, you already know what it is.
Peace. I'm crazy.
I love it.
He said the pain will go away, Hayes 88. So I'ma need a Dutch, I'ma keep it OG. This is Kartalk with Krutch.
Yo, so I remember this one time, right? It was about like 10:30, 11. We about to pull up at the tunnel. You know what I mean? West Side Highway. I got me and my niggas with me. We got the matching Benz Jeeps out. And this nigga pull up next to me. I don't really remember what his problem was, but he's talking mad shit. Tough guy Tony all the way. He's talking crazy shit through the window. He got a bad bitch with him. I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, do he know who you fucking with? So the light turns, he goes to the next light. I pulls up on him. I got the switchies in the box. I just popped the box on this nigga. I pulls out the tech, roll down the window. This nigga starts running lights. He runs one light, runs another light. He gets to the third one. He crashed that dumbass car he's in with that dumbass bad bitch he was with. I don't know what the hell was wrong with this nigga, but god damn it. Oh shit. Oh man, this nigga's crazy.